All right, hello. We're going to talk about voodoo flossing the knees today, the elbows, and also part of the calf and the Achilles tendon. So we're going to start with the knees. So we'll take a good wrap of voodoo floss, and I like the voodoo floss to always come away from the knee. So pretend like the kneecap is being pulled out this way. That is the natural direction for your knee to travel, so it's good to make it actually stretch that way as well. So what you're going to do at like 70 to 100% pressure, you're just going to keep wrapping this band right above the kneecap, and you're going to go and go and go until you're done with that, and then go ahead and make a good spot to wrap it in. That way you can get out of there quickly. And you're going to stand up, lots of pressure on the front and the top part of the knee, and the back side. And we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get 20 squats as deep as you can go. Full extension at the top, so I'm trying to push my knee out because that voodoo floss is gonna pull it in and not make it wanna open up all the way. And all the way down and all the way up. 20 of those, okay? Once you're done with that, we'll go ahead and take it all off. And then we're gonna wrap it again. And I'm gonna do a dirty wrap here, so that way we get it on quickly. So we're gonna go again, starting wrapping from this way. Now we're gonna go on the bottom of the kneecap, so over this bony patellar area. So we're gonna wrap that voodoo floss all the way around. Again, as much or as little pressure as you want. And then we're gonna pretend like we have the whole voodoo floss on there. And we're gonna go ahead and squat again 20 times. Okay, and then you'll do it on the other leg. 20 squats here, 20 squats there, and you're all done with the knee. All right, moving on to elbows. The elbows, again, a lot of the time we have these weird sensations on the outside of the elbow and the inside of the elbow. So what we wanna do is get voodoo floss from here pretty much to the lower half of your bicep. So we're gonna start out, and you can do this by yourself. Again, trying to wrap away from the body. And the hardest part is getting the bite on this thing. So once you get that part right there, boom. And just do the best to get some good wrapping in. I know by ourselves sometimes is a harder way to do it. And you're just gonna keep wrapping. And if it gets all kinked up, go ahead and straighten it out before you do the next line. And we got there. All right, so once you're there, we'll want to move it in different directions so you can kind of pull the arm towards you to get that flex on the elbow, because it will be difficult. But once you get kind of bored with that, you can only do that for so long in different directions. A good way to actually get the meat off the bone, because we get a lot of attachments and adhesions in that elbow area. So we're gonna grab onto the elbow. And now you can kind of see I'm trying to turn my elbow back and forth, but I'm not letting the meat really move. I'm just trying to hold the meat in place, or the skin, or whatever you want to call it. And this is actually getting that kind of fluid moving through the elbow. And we'll just keep twisting and turning. And we'll do that for about 90 seconds, okay, on each elbow. Move it as long as you want. If the hand starts falling asleep, take it off. And then we'll go back to it if you want. You can do 2 sets or 1 set. It's up to you. 90 seconds. All right, last part of this video, you guys, we're gonna talk about the calf and Achilles tendon. The hard part about this is the wrap, because it is gonna feel really funky and you're gonna hear lots of pops and crackles in the ankle. So don't be alarmed if you hear stuff. It's really good when you hear all that stuff moving around. So what we'll do is we'll take the leg, we want the heel cord to be connected. So that Achilles tendon really runs down to this part of your heel. So to grab on everything and have it kind of move the skin around, because I have lots of tight skin in here. So that means there's not a whole lot moving around in there. So it's a lot of buildup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this voodoo floss, and again, I like wrapping it away from the body. And we're gonna kind of tuck in the heel cord just like that. And if you get good contact with this voodoo floss, you can start wrapping way down there. The further down by the heel, the better. And we'll just wrap this guy all the way up till we get to that lower part of the calf, so it won't get the entire calf. So we want the insertions. So insertion here, insertion right where the calf kind of ends and meets the Achilles tendon. And when you're doing that, now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to get that ankle to move in every direction it can. So we're just gonna move it around and just drawing a square with the big toe. Once you do that, we'll plant it, and you can do this for 90 seconds on each foot. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and get some flex in the ankle, really pulling away from that heel cord, and I can feel the voodoo floss actually pulling that tendon away from the bone, so there's not a whole lot of blockage in there. 90 seconds on that side, 90 seconds on this side, and you should be good to go, feeling like a champ. See you guys later.